everyone, welcome to Pokok Jati Studio. I'm Kam Sin Yee, your host for today. So today we have two special guests. Let us welcome Mah Tze Chi and Yi.
Hello everyone, I'm Yi from School of Communication. I majored in journalism and digital communication, studied in year 3.
Hi everyone, I'm Mah Tze Chi and I'm also a final year student from School of Communication USM, majoring in digital communication and journalism.
Welcome Yi and Mah Tze Chi. Yay! So, do you two know what are we discussing today? Can you guess the topic?
I think it's healthcare.
No.
Politics?
It's too sensitive to discuss
no.
this.
Yeah, we don't discuss sensitive thing here.
Economics?
Not really.
Don't tell me it's about environment.
Almost there.
I know, climate change.
Bingo!
Oh.
Yes, today we are discussing climate change.
Climate change again.
Why do you sound like you're not impressed?
No, I like climate change so much. Even my FYP also doing climate change.
Wow, then I think you can give a very valuable insight today.
Yeah.
We appreciate your insight. We need some new comments from generation like you too. So let's start.
No problem.
No problem.
Okay, let's break some ice with some interesting myth I come across with. Polar bear have sunscreen. What do you think?
Impossible lah. Polar bear have sunscreen.
What's wrong with the person that come up with this statement?
Really, I heard before one.
Oh.
Then I think it's false because I think it's not logical lah.
Yeah, me too. What does it mean that they have sunscreen on their skin? Like, they're born naturally or human put it on them?
Actually, this is more to a misconception because polar bear has thick fur and they can survive in extreme climate in North Pole. So, but this feature don't make them invincible and not a sunscreen.
Then we are right lah. Actually, I just heard about maybe like bird feather have the water resistance. So I never heard about polar bear have sunscreen.
Yeah. I also heard of that, but for polar bear, it sounded right.
Then, may I ask a question? What do you think the skin color of polar bear is?
I think white.
Actually not. It's black. You see this photo?
Let me see. Hey, it's black.
Yeah.
Wow, I never heard of this.
I think it's black bear, not polar bear.
Wow, now I'm starting to get curious about what we were discussing later.
Huh? You are not going to sleep me?
Can see please continue.
Okay, so the next one is climate change is just about temperature.
Actually, I've never heard about that. How about you?
Is that a myth? Like, I also never heard about this. Yeah.
I see. So what are your opinion on this?
I think climate change is about temperature because it causing rise in temperature can cause global warming.
Okay, how about you, Lei?
I think climate change is about, it's not just about temperature lah. Maybe it's like also relate to deforestation and also the greenhouse emission.
Wow, you're so pro.
Call me professor.
Okay, why I mention this is because people still think that climate change is just about temperature, but actually it's not. It's a false statement.
I knew it.
Any explanation on this? Like, why?
Actually, we have an interview video that we randomly interview some students and lecturers. So, shall we have a look on it?
Yes,
Sure.
of course.
Yes, I think it's true.
Yeah, I think this statement is true. And
I believe that climate change contributes to the rise of temperature. Yeah.
I think I've heard that a lot. What I hear a lot is global warming.
It also reflected to the greenhouse effect, which makes the temperature in Earth more warmer than usual. I can feel that it's become more hotter.
Yeah, I do think every Malaysian has experienced this.
Yeah, it's more unpredictable these days.
So to me, I don't feel the changes. So I feel like the the temperature is getting warmer and warmer these few years.
And when it's hot, it's very hot. And when it's rainy, we have flood. So yeah, I noticed that
We all stay in the aircon room because the weather outside is too hot.
And then I cannot live without any aircon.
The climate change is already very serious right now, especially with flood.
I also feel a little bit worried that Malaysia will eventually be flooded over.
our health is also becoming affected by this sudden change in the temperature. And also, I believe the natures also will be affected, like the wildlife and also the trees, the flora and fauna.
But it cannot make any changes because many people rely on aircon these days, especially the university student. They're more likely to stay in the aircon place. If everyone care about the weather, who care about our life?
Okay, so after reviewing this video, any opinions on it?
Yeah, I have a same opinion with Ching, which I agree that I also cannot live without aircon.
Can see.
Wow, Penang is hot ma.
Yes, Penang is getting hotter, but it's not about temperature. I think it's have another factor that affect the heatness in Penang. Like we know that the aircon, the emission is the main greenhouse effect from aircon.
Exactly lah. It's often that we know the problem and the solution, but we didn't want to do anything because just want to be convenient and enjoy the aircon.
You make me feel guilty.
You should feel guilty.
It's alright. Now you know that aircon is not good for an environment, and you're aware that we shall take action on it, right? So let's move on to our main topic for today. Let's discuss issue about climate change and how to tackle the issue. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, first and foremost, do you guys heard about 1.5 degrees Celsius target?
1.5 degrees Celsius. It sounds like a freezer temperature.
I know. Actually, 1.5 degrees Celsius, I think is the global temperature cannot below 1.5. Cannot below, is it? Cannot letting the global temperature higher to 1.5 degrees Celsius.
Yes, correct, lady. You are so clever. So for Tze Chi information and everyone who are listening to our podcast, this target is a global effort that involves 196 countries, including Malaysia, to cut their carbon emission in order to limit global average temperature rise to 1.5 degrees Celsius. It is a collective goal set in the Paris Agreement 2015, which is an internationally treaty in tackling climate change before everything get out of control. So many small island, nation and country work together to demand 1.5 to stay alive. Yeah. So, what do you think?
I see. So it's like a global benchmark for humanity to not only to keep the temperature under control, but to ensure that all the life among this earth to protect from the extinctions. Yeah.
Yes. So, before we dive deeper into our discussion topic, here is a short video that we have interviewed some of the people about 1.5 degrees Celsius target. Let's see what have they say.
Okay.
Oh no, I haven't heard about 1.5 degrees Celsius before. Yeah.
No, I've not heard of that.
then this will be my first time hearing that.
So the 1.5 degrees Celsius basically means that our Earth is in danger if the global temperature rise by 1.5 degree more. Yeah, so it is like a warning to everyone, like from all over the world, that we have to be very aware of this crisis before it gets worse, that we cannot do anything to bring it back.
I think we can start with reducing our waste.
Okay, so the most scientific way is to reduce the carbon monoxide waste.
I think for personal level, it is all back to the basic 3R: reduce, reuse, recycle.
As a lecturer, of course, I try to be I guess, role model in some ways, like to show how we could also reduce, and also by taking public transport instead of driving everywhere. Yeah.
Like how we can reduce it, maybe we can go through it from like carpooling and anything else now.
Just spend money on the things that you need, not the things that you want.
And reduce the waste that are going to landfills. So that includes reducing recycling, renewing, things like that. Yeah, repurposing all of the trash that we have in our lives.
Firstly, I think the sea level is going to go very, very high because of, we have this Greenland.
The North Pole and South Pole, maybe the ice will be melting and it will may cause extinction for the polar bear. Yeah.
Everything will be irreversible and the damage will be forever. So it will not be sustainable to everyone in this planet, including human, animals and also plants.
I feel like if things get worse, some animals might be extinct if we don't take action immediately.
Yes.
Alright, based on the video, I think not many people really understand what is 1.5 degrees Celsius target lah.
But I think it's important to let the knowledge spread to the public. Actually, it's because like the knowledge is based on scientific, and if the temperature is below rise to 1.5 degrees Celsius, actually it will make the ecosystem, the living things in ecosystem cannot live, and it will make the rising sea level and also a loss of biodiversity. So beyond that, it will be impossible to manage.
But why must it be 1.5, not 2.0 or 2.5? Is there any scientific reason behind this?
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, the temperature was set to based on suitable temperature for all ecosystem and human to adapt. Just mentioned that.
Yes, for example, at 1.5 degrees Celsius, we could see some coral reef. But if the temperature rise beyond, coral reef are at risk of extinction. So maybe in future we cannot see coral reef before. Say bye-bye to them already.
I have not seen coral reef in real life before. I only see that from pictures, documentary, and now you're telling me that they are facing extinction. Oh my God, that is depressing.
Agree. Actually, I'm planning to snorkeling and diving, but if you want me to see just the sea and with the maybe rubbish, I will feel very boring lah. So it's very sad if we lost them forever.
Yeah, since now we still got the coral reef, you can go snorkeling now lah. So we need to precious all this treasure that we have. And I think you all have a better understanding, right? That the 1.5 target is not just a number, but it's a must-achieve goal for our planet and ecosystem to survive.
May I ask, what will actually happen if we go beyond 1.5 degrees? Like, it will be hotter weather or something way worse?
Oh, it is way worse. If we go beyond 1.5 degrees Celsius, as the world will be more frequent and intense heat wave, rising sea level, and extreme heat like hurricanes and flood. Some places might become uninhabitable due to unbearable heat.
It's just not about the weather, and also is if we at higher temperature, ecosystem can collapse and biodiversity loss would be massive. So things will go worse and sooner or later. So we will facing like large scale of extinction.
So keeping the temperature at 1.5 is so crucial for the planet.
Yes, don't forget many countries like Malaysia, it's facing the effect of climate change too now.
Yeah, I still remember like in September this year, Penang have a very strong wind. As a person who lived in Penang for 22 years, I never faced like this extreme weather, like the strong winds until trees are falling, the building collapsing, and heritage sites threatened.
Actually, I also saw the news too, and at that time, I actually in Penang lah. I'm bringing my friend to go lepak at Georgetown, and I feel very terrible. Actually, I go to Chiu Jetty, so Chiu Jetty is getting flood. Can you imagine like the bridge have the sea water is coming out, the ombak is coming up, so the restaurant at there also being destroyed. So it's very extreme weather like I never seen before in Penang. I like study for 3 years. So actually, if I want to like compare to KL, actually still have the same like extreme weather in KL. If getting like raining, so maybe raining heavily, like the lightning raining, so very terrible.
Do you guys feel scared or worried? Yeah.
Yes. It's very scaring actually. Like the strong wind can
Blow you away.
the tree falling down. Oh my god.
Yeah, so real life experience really hit us differently. So we can understand more about the impact of climate change. So from your perspective, can you share some small action that you do in daily life to tackle the climate change?
Of course, yes. For me, I was taught to bring my own recycle bags when I go shopping or grocery, and it's actually become a habit for me from my primary school until now. And now I'm trying to actually bringing my own stainless steel straw when I go out for drinks or what, because actually it is convenient. Yeah, bringing a stainless steel straw can help me to save cost also, because for now, the shops in shopping mall, they actually charge us for plastics. Yeah, plastic straw, plastic bags, they charge. And then maybe for 20 cents or 50 cents for each plastics. Yeah, so actually a very high cost for that. Expensive, yeah. So if you bring it yourself, you can save the world. And at the same time, you save your money, save your wallet.
Yeah, sometimes I go tea life, I found that the straw is biodegradable. It's recyclable, but it's not good for using because it's easy to soggy. Yeah, so bringing our own straw is a good idea.
Yeah, same like I will bring my own Tupperware to tapao food. Actually, when you tapao food, you don't bring your own Tupperware. You're also charging. So like I go to Uncle Hui, maybe it's cost 50 cents for just the packaging. So maybe I buy a food 6 ringgit, so it becomes 6 ringgit, 6.50. So it's very waste lah. So actually, plastic also like takes many years to decompose. Like after decompose, it will and goes into the landfills. Actually, it's harming our environment also.
Yeah, and also the toxins, like what Lai said just now, which are not good for our health, and it absorbed by our land during the decompositions.
So yes, I strongly agree with you too. Like sometimes we go Uncle Hui, we take the plastic container, then the container have some weird structure, like got a dent at there. Then sometimes you eat, the rice will stuck at there. So it's like waste, if sometimes you cannot dig out the rice, then it's like waste to just throw it away. So for everyone, if you all have the chance, just dine in the restaurant lah. Instead of tapao, why not just dine in? Maybe you can save some money and your effort to go back home and wash your dishes also. Yeah.
So also don't be lazy to maybe like order delivery, right? Have an option that you can click that I need cutleries. Actually, I think we don't need it lah because we have cutleries in our hostel. But most of us,
You mean spoon and fork, right?
yeah, but most of us is for like convenience, no need to wash. But I'm lazy to go to toilet to wash my cutleries. So I just click cutlery. So actually can avoid this lah.
Some of them is because, since I'm already buy, then just give me lah, free ma.
Yeah.
So I just take it lah.
Yes.
But
Exactly.
actually it's not good for environment lah, especially plastic spoon and forks.
Yeah, for me actually bringing my own recycle bag is a more convenient way, because when grocery, if you want to purchase a plastic bag, you need to extra take another bag. Like, it is not convenient for me. Like, so if you have your own bag, you just pack it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can reuse. Yeah, and it's easy to clean out. No need to throw away.
Agree. For information, we are already getting 1.45 degrees Celsius, which is pretty close lah. So if we don't take effective action before 2030, I think we human cannot exist in this earth anymore.
Yeah, this is actually alarming as it reminds me of the 2012 rumor of apocalypse. Remember that time that everyone thought that the world would just end like that because of the Mayan calendar? Yeah.
I remember, actually I got watched the movie as well, but actually this is not the end of the world, but actually it's the end of the cycle lah.
Yeah, I remember everyone believed that it was the end of the world at that time, and we saying goodbye, we're counting down. But here we are now, confronting with the real deal, which is climate change that will really lead us to the end of the world.
Yeah, we are now dealing with something real right now. It's not a Mayan legend or what. It's climate change is coming back, and we can feel the effect right now.
Walao, I think we need to change now.
Yeah, I have to switch off your aircon. Okay? So if we don't act now, I can't imagine how our world going on, and actually I think I cannot be survive in the future lah.
Right, I agree with your point. I'm not sure that you all heard about this news or not, that saying that Penang Island was saying after decades to go. Yeah, it's actually stressing me out. I cannot imagine that. How come I can live under the water?
You can become Little Mermaid, you know.
Why you want to sing Under the Sea? Okay, we're back to our topic, okay? It might seem fun and entertaining while we're discussing, but actually this is our reality. Rising sea level that will cause melting of glaciers and ice from North Pole and South Pole. It's a serious matter that we should take an action on it. So did you know that we have lost 31% more snow and ice per year since 2015?
Absolutely. I think human can't live underwater lah. I'm not Little Mermaid, right? And under the extreme hot weather. So we should confront and mitigate to others' crisis. This crisis as it threatens not just human on land and also continues to harm like the life below water as well. So it's also harming the ecology in the northern and southern hemisphere, and also like polar bears, the penguins, and the Arctic foxes. So they are facing extinctions as well.
Talking about polar bears again, we have a video showing that the current state of a polar bear. Maybe we shall have a look on it.
Oh my god, it's so heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking. You should switch off your aircon.
I try my best.
Really sad leh.
Yeah, is it?
Finding food.
Finding food on the tin.
Oh. Why don't have ice, huh? He's saying the land.
Totally no energy at all.
Because don't have food.
So the polar bears are starting to gather in this area because there's going to be sea ice here first, and for polar bears, sea ice means food.
The bears are waiting for the bay to freeze so they can use it as a platform to hunt seals. But as the climate warms up here, the bears are having to wait for longer.
We had about 1,200 polar bears here in the 1980s, and now we have closer to about 618. So we've lost almost about 50% of these polar bears in the last several decades. And we've tied that to these bears are on land about a month longer than their grandparents were.
In the long term, this threatens the survival of this polar bear population. But in the short term, it means the bears here are getting hungrier.
The longer they're ashore, the longer they're fasting, and the longer they might need to start looking for alternative sources of energy and food, and sometimes those sources are us.
That poses a particular challenge for Churchill and the team of rangers who run its Polar Bear Alert program.
I came down this trail and I caught him up on this deck. It was testing the door.
What did you do?
So at that point, you haze them, right? You use your vehicle, horns, cracker shells, and you chase them in a desirable direction, which in this case would be away from town.
This is a place that takes pride in setting an example for how humans can coexist with these big predators. Everyone here that we've spoken to is very aware of it all the time. And should we go? I can hear cracker shots over there. That means that they may be moving a bear. There's a bear there, it's crossing the road.
Yeah.
We heard crackers going off and now the Polar Bear Alert team are moving around, so we're gonna get back in the car.
Any comments after watching this video?
Really speechless because very sad. I think like the climate change or global warming issues really become a serious problem.
Yeah, because I have the same feeling too. This is already like issues for years, especially in Penang, which is a really hot state in Malaysia. Yeah, okay, normally for public uni, we don't have hostel with aircon. Yeah, so during when we rest in our hostel, it's really hot because the weather and no aircon. I cannot sleep well, and because of the
heat wave.
Heat wave, yeah, like a sauna room, yeah, it's really challenging for me to study in the room because too hot weather.
But I see the polar bear like this, you still want to use aircon. Actually, it's like compared to KL with Penang. Actually, it's hot, but I think Penang is hotter. Maybe it's because Penang also like well developed and Penang is an island, so it become like the heat is like kumpul, like in the area, yeah. So I think it's very hot as well.
Yes, for me, I've been living in Penang more than 20 years. Then when my other state friends tell me that why Penang so hot now, then I wonder that we are living in the same Malaysia. Why only Penang hot, not other places hot? Then I got think before. Maybe it's because one of the problem is many cars in Penang, everyday jam. Then maybe one house have 2 or 3 cars at least. So this is a very bad situation. Although Penang provide buses, public transport, but it's not so convenient as KL. And I think this is one of the factors that make Penang so hot lah. So say about buses, do you all think USM buses benefit to combat heat wave or maybe rapid buses?
I think it's functioning lah. Like for those who don't have their own transportation, they can take the bus. But actually, the bus also like help to reduce the gas emissions.
Yeah, the bus help to reduce the gas emission and also carbon emissions. But to be honest, the buses in USM is really like the frequency is not so high. So what we can do is we don't have a schedule timetable that accurate. Yeah, so we always have to like fight for buses. Yeah, especially during the morning session.
So when talking about this, we said that USM is like want to achieving SDG and they have their own buses. But it's very contradiction that our lecture hall actually switching on their aircons like no need to pay the electric bill, like it's under 0 degree or very cold. So I think actually I also saw coursemate before this, like in my year 1. So he is exchange student. So he even wear his down jacket to the lecture hall. So terrible. So like I think so. It's very contractive lah. So if we can like switching off our aircon again, I repeat again, and or just turn the temperature to maybe 26 Celsius degree. Actually, it helps a lot.
We have another kind of winter in USM, but actually USM I think is the most sustainable, because USM promote SDG. We can see that they supporting renewable energy, which we can see some solar panel near the HBP school there. So they are promoting this renewable energy lah. And we can see that our assignment mostly is based on SDG, especially 13, 14, 15 lah.
Like now.
Yeah, like now. So we can see that now USM is more emphasizing on practicing this at SDG now. Like when we go to cafe or restaurant, they charge extra money for the tapao container. So but still the aircon is very cold. Yeah, this I agree.
Yeah, I think this is still okay because we have the awareness to like support the SDG goals. But what if no one supports like this? That what will happen in the future?
I think I will have future.
Don't have future.
Yeah, because I think the temperature if keep going on, how the ecosystem and how us going to survive. And even I think I will that.
I think the world with no SDG will be a mess and might be already facing more severe consequences than what we already experience now. And without SDG, it shows like a human are not aware of our past action that made us has very dangerous. Actually plant a very dangerous seed for us that the leading to a whole humanity of the road of extinction. And SDG is like a scientific process to solve sustainability issues.
Yes, I think SDG exists for a reason, and why USM support SDG because they also like find out the problem. So if the SDG is there, so we just need to take action and apply it to our daily life. And one more thing, let's don't forget about this climate change also affect our health. Some fever like dengue fever, it's really a significant problem in Malaysia. And because at the end of the year, we are in a monsoon season, so the continuous rainy day will breed the mosquito more. So the case of dengue fever will get higher.
Yes, especially when it is rain, the rainwater will accumulate at the water pot or garbage sites, and it has become a breeding ground for mosquito. And when we're talking about the mosquito, this reminds me of our schools has fogging in our hostels. Is that that is so smelly?
Not smelly lah, but it's actually the
got used or not for this?
I think got used, but actually still my friend will get dengue fever lah.
Oh my god, how happened to him?
Yeah, the dengue fever is actually very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. If you get, it's not the normal fever, but it will actually cause that.
How is your friend now?
Still alive lah.
Okay, it's okay. If your friend is feeling well, that's okay. So if anyone have fever, so please seek help from doctor and also pusat sejahtera. So by the way, do you all know that USM, except mosquito, have another special creature? Can you guess it?
Special creature? Biawak?
Biawak? Impossible lah, biawak in hostel. Hello.
Wait, I got see some picture that biawak trying to climb over the house. Can I have the picture from that?
Okay. Wow, that's very big. Okay, I believe.
So that is true.
It's big lizard.
The biawa got go in the hostel.
For now, no.
So actually not biawa lah, although it's common in USM. But we have another creature called Charlie Ant. Yeah, so Charlie is very dangerous.
Oh, Charlie, I told you I have experience. Oh, my friend has experience. Actually, my friend kena Charlie before lah, because Charlie is like the no mosquito, it's a insect. Actually, when you touch it, accidentally touch it, you will get injured. Your skin will get injured. So it's not like it's biting you like mosquito. So it's very dangerous. And actually it's caused by the heat and the hot weather and the lights from our house. So my friend also gonna like when he like to naked when sleeping. So maybe the Charlie go the sofa and he sleep at the sofa. So he will got injured on his body. So it's very dangerous. It's causing.
Your friend or you?
Is my friend.
Okay, let's go back on track. Actually, Charlie is same as mosquito. They like humid environment. They live in, mostly we can saw Charlie in rural area or swapa, something like that lah. So especially during the rainy season, they will come out like boo 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 hi and say hi to you. Yeah. So although the Charlie doesn't harm you directly, but if you touch it, the Charlie may got some acidic solution like called padarin, and it is harmful to our skin. We'll call irritation. So if anyone of you have encountered Charlie, please don't panic. Just wash your hand with soap and water, and you will be fine. And be careful, don't slap it, but try another way to get rid of it.
I will tell my friend to wear his clothes.
Okay, since we are talking about USM, did you experience water shortage in the campus or in Penang?
Actually, in Penang, I really faced the water shortage after we reopened our school. So like I think it's around after orientation week for the year 1 student, and the school announced, our university announced that we were going to have water shortage in Restu Saujana hostel. That's us is what. So we will be informed like we have water shortage on maybe 25 of the date, but actually the water cut down at 34. So we all like, oh my god, why suddenly our water is like stopping, and everyone haven't stored their water yet actually. And the time is not like midnight. We all like setting up to going to sleep. Actually, it's like maybe before it. So for me, I will like have to bring all my stuff to maybe another hostel just for bath. And I have to bring my baju and the sabun, all that. So go to another hostel just for a bath. And yeah, I also bring my bottle to get some water. Yeah, so it's really very bad experience. And after that, I going back to my own room, so I already start sweating. So no use for the bath.
Yeah, actually I have similar experience with Lei, which I think that time is I'm on year 2. Yeah, that time they suddenly told us that there is water shortage within the campus area, and then wow, we have 8 people in a cube. Tekun MO6 lah, like this. Yeah, and in that cube, there's totally no water, and we cannot flush our toilet, and the toilet with 8 people using the same toilet with no flushing at all. So it's actually very dirty and smelly. Yeah, and also not only the toilet lah, we also cannot have clean water to drink. Yeah, so I choose to go back to my home because my area have water, so I just go back.
Very good like you Penang lang. Also cannot go back.
Oh my god, it's a terrible experience, right?
Yeah.
Shall we see some experience from other USM students? Maybe, shall we?
Of course.
No, I gone back home.
Yes, I do experience water shortage.
Personally, no.
I cannot take shower.
I wasn't able to drink water all the time.
Most serious impact is cannot shower and cannot wash clothes. I think that's the most serious trouble for people. Yeah.
I remember that time I don't have the food to cook, and I go downstairs to buy from the restaurant, and they told me that we don't have water, so we stopped the supply of this food. We only have roti and others.
I think the most difficult part is cleaning yourself and drinking water. That was the hardest to do during water shortage.
Okay, so usually when we know the water shortage, maybe we will know 1 day or 2 days before. So what I will do is I will collect all the container to collect the water to spare in case the water shortage is really happens.
We went to the convenience store to buy drinking water.
I feel like the more practical ways, especially in Selangor, is to buy a water tank.
I would go to travel to a different region that have water supplies. Yeah.
After that incident, I truly noticed how precious water is to us.
Yes, it's changed some habits. I will think twice before pour this water into drinks. Yeah.
I'm more careful to off my tap if I'm not using it. So especially when I'm doing dishes, I'll only turn the tap on when I want to wash the soap off the plates instead of just leaving the water running.
If I have to clean my cup or something and there's some water in there, I always feel guilty if I don't throw it like watering any plants outside or something. I would just throw it onto a plant instead of just throw it in the sink. Yeah.
I try to reduce as much as possible to waste water.
So what are your thoughts after reviewing this video?
I have a similar opinion with Dr. Diana, which if I found my area don't have water, then I just move to another area that have water.
Willing to do that lah.
Yes.
So last time I say you Penang can go back home, right?
Yeah.
I also go back home to KL. I was driving for 4 hours or 3 hours, go back to KL. And I also bring my friend to there also.
Oh, is there no water shortage in KL? I think I saw some news on social media also.
Actually, it's not KL. Actually, it's Selangor.
Oh.
KL is not the same with Selangor.
Okay.
So actually, Selangor often face water shortage because of the rapid urbanization and also the poor water management. And it's developed very fast. Maybe their water management couldn't follow the step. And we also have the representative from the government, and they say they have a manifesto, and they say I will get the water shortage in Selangor. Be very good.
You settle
we settle the problem. But after that, water shortage.
The water shortage is like an annual event in Malaysia. Not really in Penang only, but maybe Selangor, Sabah, Sarawak, this kind of places is also facing this. So honestly, this water problem is actually one of the effect of the climate change. Doesn't feel it? You all feel it? Especially now, unpredictable rainfall and the weather getting hotter, so the water evaporate faster. So the water dam is have a shortage of water to provide us. Yeah, it cannot supply the demand. In addition, we found that Malaysia has enough water, hence the awareness of water is quite weak among ourselves.
Yeah. Although I say I will go back to KL, actually the issue has affecting many people in different regions, but water is basic need, right? So and now our government couldn't fulfill it prioritize. Yeah.
Yeah, there's less than 1% of fresh water on Earth, and sometimes we didn't like reuse. We just use new water for new purposes lah. So, but actually we can actually reuse our water. For example, like flower water or rice water to wash or flush toilets. Yeah.
Like just now got some interviewee mentioned that they know the theory, they follow, but the awareness of saying water is still at there. It's not very high. Like what I aware is in our hostel, sometimes the pipe leakage, but no one report to the service desk. So the water is just flowing like that. I think it's wasteful, so wasteful lah. So I think we can start by not ignoring little things in our life that will cause a bigger problem.
Yeah, I agree about that. So I heard before one things that I don't understand at all is that during my secondary school, we have a culture like they would pour the water on the birthday boy's girl. Actually very wasted. And like during my school camp for like I'm scout. So during the school camp they also like having the water festival, like throwing the water balloon, and also at the end up they will like flush the water from the pipes. So actually I think it's a waste. Like some place I don't have water and some place are wasting the water.
Yeah, actually not only the secondary school, uni also got. I also don't know why the school was like approving these activities in university, such as like summer fun and splash that was organized last year, which basically just spraying water on each other like without purposely use, like it's just wasting lah.
But it's fun ma.
But this is waste lah.
I'm sorry for those who organize these kind of activities. We are not blaming anyone, but we not encouraging this kind of wasting of water. And this shows that our awareness of saving water is not really high yet. Now we understand about why 1.5 degrees Celsius target is so important. Let us share about how we can take action to protect our planet.
I know. I answer. I think renewable energy is a good step.
Yeah, I agree with Lei. Choosing renewable energy for our homes are impactful steps that we can take. And by changing from traditional power sources to solar, wind, or other renewable energy can actually supporting the clean energy policies which reduce our dependence on fossil fuels, and in turn we reduce the greenhouse emissions actually. Yeah.
Another initiative that I am supporting is to adopt more sustainable or eco-friendly modes of transportation. It's like maybe we can carpooling, we sit together, don't take Grab too much, and also using the public transport like Rapid Penang, Rapid KL, also MRT is a good choice. And maybe it's short distance lah. You can just walk, no need to like call Grab, maybe from Tekun to IK, no need to take Grab, we just walk distance from the Jabatan of IST.
One more. Replace those high energy consuming appliances like old fridge and like washing machine to a newer models that are designed with less power consume. Also can reduce the carbon emissions. Yeah. The other point is like no, don't let your phone to charge overnight because this action can actually produce high carbon emissions, and by consuming less energy we actually can save our money and contribute to reducing demand of fossil fuel.
Oh, I see. Looks like we are still on the right track with many useful insights to protect our earth.
Also like save your electricity bill.
Yeah.
And like switching off the light after you leave your hostel. And also I know we guys are like maybe feeling very hot. We don't want the room become sauna, so we turn on our fans never end. even though we leave our hostel, right? So actually we can turn off it after we leave our hostel.
Yes, for me personally, I think we can start small, like what do you say just now? Maybe we can practice 3R, or do not use plastic and use public transportation. It will make a difference for a long term lah. So,
I think like to combat climate change is a long way, but I still believe unity is strength. We all can work together. So, and like individuals or even government and also businesses, we should work together. Like maybe the business can produce a sustainable, eco-friendly product, like the recycled bags, all of that, and the government can give the also give the regulation
rules and regulation.
Like it is actually a goal for us to protecting the nature and protecting our Mother Earth.
Yeah, true.
Some initiatives that require relevant authorities and policies, such as forest conservation and deforestation, that protect our biodiversity, and most importantly, the key of carbon capture and maintaining ecology balance is we have to take consideration and implement in a timely manner. We need to do it fast. Yeah.
Yeah. So these are just some few ways that we can work together to create a safer, healthier, and sustainable future. Remember that every single action counts. So we should do our part.
Yeah, that's right. It is not just only about preventing disaster. It is about creating a more equitable, better, and healthier world for everyone and every life on Earth. So it is possible for us to reach the future that we want, but only if we can aware the urgent needs and to act now.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. If we just sit around and wait for someone to change it, actually nothing gonna change.
Yeah, true.
No, nothing gonna change. So, I mean, do we really want to watch our planet to the end of the world?
No.
No, right? So, no one else want to live and long-lasting impact for our future generation. So, where that will face multifaceted challenges to survive.
Yes, agree. So this is all of our discussion today. I really appreciate your time and effort in joining us for this discussion. So last but not least, do you all have any comments for today?
I go first. So thank you for everyone, like the host and the guest, Tze Chi, and also the behind the scenes. So actually I learned a lot today, even though I study since year one. But actually like just the example you mentioned actually inspired me a lot. Like in the hostel and in the room, whether do we switch off our light and switch off the fans, and also do we really need the air conditioning? Yeah, so actually still have like our transportation. I think we have more carpooling and public transport as well. So I'm very glad to have this section.
Very good, very good. How about you?
Yeah, thank you for Kam Sin and Lai for having me today. And this section has been incredible, enlightened me, and discussing the critical issues like surrounding climate change from the 1.5 degrees Celsius to water shortage and daily sustainable practice really drove home how interconnected and urgent this problem need to be addressed, and I feel very inspired and to take more conscious steps in my daily life and also advocate to sustainability practice within my community. And it is clear that change starts with awareness and individual individual responsibility. And I'm excited to see how we can collectively make a difference. And thank you again for having this opportunity for me to share and learn together with you all.
Yeah, thank you both of you. So, as Henrik Joseph Ibsen always say, a community is like a ship. Everyone off to prepare to take the helm. So let's work together to create a better future. That's all for today. Thank you for tuning in Pokojati Studio. We will see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.